What's poppin' YouTube? It's Wheezy Moto, man. And today, well, before you get into this video, man, I'm gonna start saying this, man. Like the video, man. Hit the like, man. If you stop through, if you fucking with it, or just feel like being nice today, man, just hit the like for me, please. But Sweezy Moto, man, back at y'all with another one, man. Today we're gonna talk about what type of content would you want to do if you was to start a motovlog channel. I seen like a video the other day. This dude, I had to give him some encouraging words, man, and tell him keep on going, man. But he said he had a channel, and his channel been up for, what did he say, 2 years? He said he had a channel for 2 years, and he only had like 93 subs. And, you know, he wasn't trying to plan on stopping or nothing, but he was just wondering, you know, he had a motovlog channel. He's like, I wonder what type of content I should do to, you know, get more traction. And me being a new channel, you know, I see a lot of new channels come across my you know, homes page or whatever. You know, like right when you go straight to YouTube, it takes you, it shows you everything that they think relates to you and your channel. And I seen them, and I'm like, I'm a fairly new channel, you know, 3 months in, I got 173, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for stopping through. And it's not easy, you know. Starting a motovlog channel ain't easy, and I just told him, I kind of gave him what I thought would help him, you know, because he did ask the question like, what should I talk about? And he was real not hung up on it, but he kind of said something like, well, if you got a motovlog channel, wouldn't you want to always talk about motorcycle things? Because it is a motorcycle channel, and he wants to stick with the motorcycle conversation. And it had me reflect on what I do on my channel. And I'm like, I got 173. I'm not booming. It's not like I'm taking off. But in 3 months, 173 compared to the momentum he got, it's just kind of like, am I doing something more right than he is, or am I a little bit more active than he is? Or I know I don't have it figured out, you know what I'm saying? I just really, what I do is I just post what I feel like I like, you know what I'm saying, first. And then you know, when I want to do content for the channel and what I think other people might like, that's when I post, you know, motorcycle content, like, you know, things that I did on the bike, me cleaning the bike, things like that, talking about the bike. I try to find a niche, I don't know how to say that, niche. I try to find that about, you know, in particular, this bike, you know, is unique to YouTube. A lot of people's getting them, you know, a lot of people want to know if it's actually a good bike. So when I want to talk about the bike, I go for those type of things that I think people might like. Even though I don't have a lot of traction, I don't got a lot of traction either. But I still try to go for things that I think people are gonna mess with when it comes to motorcycle content. And that's what I try to tell him. I try to say, well, mix it up, you know, do things that you might like and then do things that you think people on your channel want to see, you know. And I think that's, to me, that's probably the best mix, you know, because you want to talk about stuff you want to talk about. You don't always want to talk about what somebody else wants to hear. You want to be interested in what you're saying, or you're going to sound boring, and you're going to always sound like you're thinking. You don't want to always sound like you're thinking. You want to also sound like you just, sometimes you're rambling on. You might have to cut through some of that so you ain't blabbing, but you want to be interested in what you're talking about. And what I noticed in his channel, not saying it was boring, he was too into thinking about what he was talking about instead of actually being interested. And to me, that's detrimental to your channel. You don't want to think about what you're talking about. You want to actually just flow with the conversation. And he wasn't flowing. And I'm not talking about him. He was doing actually a good job for you know. He wasn't doing too bad. But what you want to do, in those situations is you want to be interested or interesting while you're talking about what you like. You don't want to just be like, well, I like my conversation, but I don't really get what I'm not into what I'm saying. You want to be kind of into what you're saying. You don't want to be, well, I mean, I like what I'm saying, but at the same time, I don't think that people's getting me. I don't think that I'm interested enough. You want to be into what you're saying regardless if people's listening or not. And I think that's the best way to get followers, because then people see that you like what you're talking about. They don't care if you're interested or not. It's a lot of big channels that are out here, and a lot of them don't talk about shit. We're just gonna keep it real. We're gonna keep it real, bro. Honestly, a lot of channels ain't talking about nothing, bro. If you really want to be honest about it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not bullshit. I'm not just saying that it's not interesting. I'm just saying some people ain't even thinking about what they want to say. They just get on here, do what they like to do, which is ride fast, do wheelies, have fun. They're not thinking about that. They're not going, man, I have to do that or I ain't gonna get views. I'm doing this for views. I promise you. Some might be doing it, some might not. But I guarantee you a lot of them's only doing it because they know if they wasn't on camera and it wasn't, you know, on YouTube, they still be doing it. And I'm not gonna say all. Not all people do things because they like to do it. Some people do things because they think other people like it. So you gotta look at it like that. Think about something that you would do before it was even a YouTube. Now that you got a motorcycle, ain't no YouTube. What would you do? What would you talk about? Or what would you want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? And then do that. And then see how you enjoyed the video yourself before you even post it. Watch it. Edit it and everything and watch it. If you like it, I promise you, we're more connected in this world than we think. And that means physically and mentally. We all connected. There's no question. And I believe if you like it, there's at least 1,000 people. At least. It's probably more. But there's at least 1,000 people in this world that will like it too. The problem is, all of them won't find your channel on YouTube at the same time. They're gonna trickle in little by little. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna trickle in. And then you'll get a comment here and there. And then once people see that you're genuine, and you really feel what you're saying, you're not just making shit up, and you really have a passion about what you're talking about or what you're saying, then they'll come to you with what they think and what they want to hear, and you know what I'm saying? People will open up to you. But it will happen slowly and gradually. So if you, not trying to say like I'm giving advice on how to start a channel, because I'm thinking I'm doing it myself. I don't know. All I'm saying is for that guy, I'm pretty sure his niche and what he enjoys when he's not on a motorcycle doesn't have nothing to do with a motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has a thing they do that doesn't involve a motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? And what makes the good content creators big are blending them things while they on a bike. I don't really necessarily enjoy one particular thing. I don't just go, well, I like this thing and that's what I'm gonna do. I don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? I need to start going over to these factories. I go paraglider. Where's he landing at? This thing gonna hit the tree. Hey yo. That was crazy. I'm not into one particular thing. I'm a, you know, more of a explorer and a knowledge seeker. I like to know about everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like I want to be a professor and I want to. No, I just really, to be honest, want to know about everything. I want to know how motorcycles work. That's why I put things on myself, which I have some stuff to show y'all. But I also like to know history. I like to know about, you know, it's a lot of things in my city that I don't even know about. And I want to, you know, talk about them. And to me, that's what makes good content. Not necessarily being interesting and you know, being popular and all of that. What makes good content is being interested in what you're talking about and conveying that in an interesting way. It don't matter what the fuck it is, bro. You know what? You know what made me believe that? Is watching Brian 636. That's what made me believe. Be interested in what you're talking about, no matter what it is. Just be interesting while you're talking about it. He talks about, that's why I do a lot of history stuff from my city on my channel. Because I peeped that. I said, man, dude is telling you about things in the city, which honestly he's talking a lot. Sometimes he talks about King Von and, you know, people sensationalize violence, and that is good to do. But he also does like hoodies. He might drive up on a restaurant nobody know about. In between going to the restaurant, he's talking to people about the restaurant, or he's talking about the history of the neighborhood the restaurant's in. You know what I'm saying? So what people should do, not saying that it's gonna ultimately work, and there's no real end-all be-all plan. There's no rule book or plan or playbook on how to do this. You just gotta do it. And if it works for you, it works. If it don't, it don't. You can't look at it and go, well, if I would have done this, it would have worked. You can't do that because you don't know. Either people mess with you or they don't. And honestly, I think everybody messes with everybody. If you want to be honest about it, I think everybody messes with everybody. And when I say that, I mean everybody don't mess with everybody, but everybody has their person that they would mess with. if you're bold enough to put yourself on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If you're bold enough to put yourself on YouTube and talk about a subject and give a definite, a point that you really believe in, people's gonna probably rock with you, bro. I promise you, people's gonna rock with you. I don't care if it's 10 people. I don't care if it's 5 people. People's gonna fuck with it. So, my advice on how starting a channel, or not even starting a channel, on what you talk about once you start a channel, is talk about what you interested in, but talk about it in an interesting manner. I'm not a real vibrant person. I don't fucking have ADHD. I don't fucking, go crazy when I'm talking. I'm not real animated. So I try to keep it mellow and keep my subject matter, in the same at the same level of my attitude, how I act. And then if you mess with that, then you mess with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really go straight too far away from who I really am. I don't try to talk about what's his name. Should I say it? What's up, man? I don't talk about what's his name, Charlie Kirk, dude. I don't talk about this shit because I don't know nothing about it. That's not my avenue. I never really follow, bro. When I see some clips, but I don't know him like that. I don't follow that type of stuff. So why am I gonna sit here and try to, this is what I think? No, stay away from that shit. Talk about what you interested in. And if I talk about something I don't know, then it's gonna sound like I'm not interested in what I'm saying, or I'm just making shit up. So when I seen that video too, bro, I forgot his name, but I gave some encouraging words, man. Keep going and mix up your content. Talk about what you like. I don't care what it is. Computers, shoes, politics, cars, bikes, trees, nature. I don't give a fuck what it is about. Find a way to talk about it in an interesting way. Find a way, bro. And I promise you, people will find you. They'll find you. And that's pretty much all I can really tell. I didn't really know what else to say. But that's the trick. It's not really a trick, but that's the recipe that all I hear is your audience will find you. You can't find your audience. You can't go on your comment section. You can't go on your video and say, what do y'all want me to do? Do you want me to dance? Do you want me to... No. Do what it is that you believe you like, and then try to mix in some content about the bike. And there you go. But while we talk about the bike, let me show you some stuff I did to it. Okay, of course, we got the Racing Eye Stunt exhaust. Of course, I did the tail tidy. And there's some new things that I've done. I put levers on here, and I put some more different guards on the ends of it. Next, I mean, if y'all can see it, you got that. That's not actually microfiber, but whatever. We ain't gonna tell nobody. Next, I'm gonna get this. This is gonna be real. I said microfiber, carbon fiber. This is gonna be real carbon fiber. I'm gonna replace this, and I'm gonna get me a quick release cap, and then this. See this thing around my key? I'm gonna switch that. This is gonna be real carbon fiber, real carbon fiber. I'll probably get something to cover that. I was gonna do grips, but I changed my mind. These grips is weird, and I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. There's gonna be a lot of things coming for this bike, bro. A lot of things I'm gonna do. Of course, I'll put the little tank pads and shit on there. Take these off, and I'm gonna put some stuff under here. All of this is gonna be microfiber. I keep saying microfiber, carbon fiber. This is gonna be different. I might make this all black. I'm gonna cover this. There's not gonna be a seat back here. All this is gonna be all black. And I'm gonna do, it's gradually. Most of it's gonna come in the wintertime, because wintertime you got some time. It gets colder, so I'll have time to do it. Man, a lot of this shit gonna be carbon fiber. All of this. I'm changing all that shit. But anyway, that's my video, man. I don't really have too much to talk about. That's just my advice about bro. And if you come across this video, if you're a subscriber, if you subscribe to me, bro, just follow them steps, man. There's really no recipe to it. And good luck. Sweezy, man. I'm out this bitch.